Plaintiff, Kayla Knighton, says the defendant was married when they had an affair, and Kayla ended up pregnant. Kayla claims after a DNA test proved the defendant was her child's father, he tried to ruin her life and got her fired from her job. So she's suing for defamation of character. Defendant Darius Chapman admits he had a one-night stand with Kayla, and ever since she gave birth to his son, she has made his life a living hell. Darius claims he got full custody of their son after Kayla got in trouble with the law, and he's countersuing her for harassment and emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
So Darius and I share a 4-year-old son together. He was born in 2014. Initially, Darius denied that he was Ezekiel's father because he had an affair with me and he was in a relationship at the time. Now, I filed for a paternity test, and when he was found to be the father, he started making my life horrible.
How?
He just started spreading rumors about me. He got me fired from my job. He got me kicked out of my apartment.
Why do you think he was doing these things?
Because he was embarrassed. He denied that.
Embarrassed of what?
That he got me pregnant.
Embarrassed of by who?
Me, because he didn't want
He was
anybody.
embarrassed with you.
Yeah, he didn't want.
You all the only two that knew it.
Yeah, basically. Well, there
So
was a few other people that knew, but he didn't really want anybody to know that he was with me.
How did he get you fired? What is that? I don't understand that.
He told my boss that I was selling drugs out of my workplace, and I was coming to work under the influence, and I got fired. I had the emails to prove it.
Why do you think he did that? What made him want to do that?
It all started over a custody issue. He took Ezekiel. I allowed him to take Ezekiel. He was supposed to bring Ezekiel back the next day.
Lies, John.
And
Quiet.
when he didn't bring Ezekiel back the next day, I inquired, and he told me that he was not going to bring Ezekiel back to me, and he had full intentions on taking full custody of him. So
Did he tell you why?
he just told me that he felt like I was unfit, like I wasn't doing what I had to for my son.
Did
but
he describe any of the things he believed you weren't fit to do?
He said that I had drugs in my house, which I did not have. I was working a full-time job for a title company.
What else did he say?
He said that I was under the influence of drugs, that I had turned my house into a trap spot. And all this time I'm working for this reputable company in Colorado, and all I had time to do was work and be a mom. That's all I did.
Okay.
So I got fired, and I do have the emails proving why I got fired.
You read it.
It says March 10th, 2015. This letter is to confirm our conversation earlier regarding termination of your employment effective immediately. As discussed in our team meeting, the presence and accusations coming from Darius Chapman are reason for concern. Understandably, I cannot put the structure of my company at risk for childish behavior. It is with my deepest apologies that we have to discontinue our employment relationship. And as stated in our meeting, I will be more than willing to provide a positive employment reference.
Okay, let's see that. And what has he, do you have any evidence of the calls or whatever he did?
That is the only thing that I got from my boss. This was back in 2015. I also have an email from my landlord after an incident had happened, and he come to my house with his friends and tried to break into my residence. And my landlord showed up.
All because he was embarrassed. There's something missing here. Hold on, there's something missing here, man. Man doesn't do all of that because he's embarrassed that the child is his when earlier he said it wasn't.
I do not think that he's embarrassed to be the father.
What is he
I think
embarrassed
he's
about?
trying to eliminate me from my son's life completely.
Now you got a second, that's something totally different.
I think he's embarrassed
Man,
of
please be
me.
quiet. You told me something totally different, and now you changed it all together. You tell me what's going on, sir.
How's it going, sir? As you know, I'm father of Ezekiel Knighton. My son was born April 17, 2014. I've been knowing Miss Knighton before a year prior to my son being born. Miss Knighton, we had a one-night stand. My son was born. At that time, she was seeing other 3 men, so I did not know that he was mine at first. So I didn't claim him at first. We did the paternity test. As soon as I found out he was mine, I've been there since day one, full.
When was that?
October 2014.
October of 14 is when it was confirmed? Okay. So what has gone on throughout those years?
Since I've found out that he's been mine, I've been in his life since then. Ms. Knighton has made my life a living hell. She has been to my residence. She has called my job. She has called my parents. She's called my family members.
Why?
Because she doesn't want me around my son. She doesn't want me involved with him at all, period.
Why? Did she say why?
I have no reason why to. Obviously,
You didn't ask. You didn't say, why can't I see my son? You haven't asked that?
Yeah, I asked that.
And what would she say?
gives me multiple reasons of why.
Okay. Like what? Tell me some.
She feuding with my ex-wife. She doesn't like my family that I stay with.
Okay.
Friends, I guess.
All right. And what do you think the real motivation is?
Like I said, Your Honor, she gives me multiple reasons, so I just do what I have to do to make sure that I'm entitled to my son.
You have some idea, sir. You haven't speculated. She doesn't like me because whatever.
Like I said,
she speculated, or she had two speculations at the end, and I guess you don't want to speculate because you saw how I tore up her life, so you don't want me to tear you apart. You said, well, let me be quiet. Tell me how she's things she's done to you. She's shown me what appears to be a case of defamation. If you called and reached out to her job and as a result she was fired for something she may not have done, or if you called the job, period.
Yeah, those are lies, because I never, even though she had employment in March of 2015, I was actually incarcerated at that time, to be honest. Like I said, I never...
They got phones in jail.
Huh?
They got phones in jail or prison.
Yeah.
You could have still called.
Not her.
You could have called the job.
No, I didn't call her job.
You could have, from jail.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't call her job, Your Honor.
All right, well, just say that.
I didn't call her job, period, Your Honor. As I was saying, we got joint custody in 2016. After that, she went on a run because she had some issues going on with her and her household. She caught some couple of felonies or whatever, and she went on a run. So that's when they granted me, that's when I first got granted full custody of Ezekiel.
Oh, you have legal full custody?
Yes.
Didn't hear about
Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, wait, there's more.
Yeah,
There's
you
more.
conveniently forgot that part, huh? Go ahead, sir. The court, after considering both sides, no doubt, decide you were fit and she wasn't.
Yes, because she left state.
With felonies.
Mm-hmm. In the state we live in now.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So
what happened then? Hold on, let me hear from you.
That's
What happened?
a lie.
What happened?
So this has been a constant tug and war with him for the past 4 years. Like, I just want to co-parent, honestly. Darius has constantly bashed me on Facebook. He's made
we're not talking about that anymore.
I know.
Was the kid taken from you and given permanent custody by him?
No, that is not what happened.
Okay, he does not have permanent custody?
He has primary custody as of right now.
Okay, why did they only give you partial custody or visitation or whatever it is?
As of most recently, on September 23rd.
Well, now go to the beginning, not just most recently. When did they first take the kid from you?
Okay, so when they first...
my goodness, how many times has it been?
Oh, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
They've taken your child from you? How often?
It's been a constant tug and war between us.
Ma'am, y'all went before the judge, so don't blame everything on him. Let's blame the judge.
The judge gives custody to me, and then they'll give custody to him.
Right.
And then they'll give custody to me, and then they'll give custody to him.
You know I'm a judge. I know how that goes. One of the parties, they ask for custody because the other one is unfit. So after proving in court that one is unfit, the judge gives primary custody to the one who is determined most fit. And then the person comes back to get primary custody after they've cleaned themselves up. Judge, I've cleaned myself up. Will you now give me custody back? Okay, ma'am, yes, I'll give you custody back, joint custody. Take them home. Something else happens. Usually it's in drug cases. Person relapses back into a life of drugs. Somebody comes to visit, the father comes to visit the child. He's living in a pigsty with a bunch of drugs. Okay, same old thing, huh? Now I gotta go back to court. Your Honor, she's unfit again. Judge says, oh, ma'am, I gotta take him from you again. Boom. I know how it goes back and forth. You don't have to tell me. This is my first time.
If I may continue?
Sure.
I was never notified of any of these custody dates, of any of the court dates.
Lies, Your Honor, because these are the dates that she filed and didn't show up on, because I have the paper right here.
And I got the whole thing too. Here's the minute
No,
notes.
no. You said you never were informed of them, ma'am. Your claim is dismissed for perjury. I don't believe anything you've said. Your claim is dismissed, sir, and as a result of her perjury, yours is granted.
Thank you.
Continue being a good father. I'm glad you got custody. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm glad the judge saw what was going on, and I'm glad this is over with, and I'm glad I won my case. That's it.
I'm taking it to district court, and I'm going to pursue charges for, he falsely got a restraining order on me. I was way on the other side of town. I haven't seen my son in a whole month. Like, that's not right at all. That's not right.